Hello everyone, this is Ulises Vega. Welcome back to the Vega team headquarters. I wanted to share something that I feel it's important for me to relate. How easy can we lose business? I was actually getting a haircut yesterday, minding my own business. I was one of the chairs in the back, very cool, calm, collective. And I started overhearing this conversation about this lady that is selling funeral plots, funeral packages, or I thought that's what she was trying to do. Long story short, she started saying that her packages included everything. Well, come to find out, her packages did not include everything. And as the three ladies that were working there at the hair salon were asking questions, this lady that was trying to do the sale or get the sale started getting a little defensive. And I could see it in her eyes that she wasn't feeling comfortable with all the objections and the questions that they were asking her, very deservingly so. I mean, if you're buying a package for your funeral arrangements, you want to make sure that your family doesn't have to deal with, well, wait a minute, I thought my mom or my dad or my cousin or my sister bought everything, and now we have to do another $8,000 expense. So long story short, this lady was telling everyone there that her packages included everything, including the land, the service, the viewing, you name it. Long story short, one of the ladies that was working there that was about to sign up asked her, can I take a look at the contract? She goes, the lady that's trying to make the sale goes, well, why do you need to see it? You never do that. If a client asks me, can I read the purchase contract? Hey, can I take a look at your listing agreement? I will be more than happy to provide a copy of it and explain everything in detail. Why? Because I have nothing to hide. And if you have nothing to hide, that question of, may I see the contract, shouldn't be something that makes you so uncomfortable that you come at the potential client in a way where it shows lack of professionalism, it shows integrity issues, it shows that you're not skilled enough, and it shows that you're being evasive. So as they started asking her more questions about, let me see the contract, how much are you charging? Well, wait a minute, right here it says that everything is not included, and you said yes. The more they started questioning her, the more she started feeling cornered. And it got to a point where every time they would ask her a question, she would say, why are you asking me this? If anybody's in sales or any service-related industry, you're going to have objections. And if you don't know how to overcome the objections that are going to be pertaining to your field of expertise, you're not going to last. In our real estate industry, the most common objections usually is, how long is it going to take for you to sell my house? What are you going to do to sell my house? How much are you going to charge me? How much am I going to net? Until you satisfy those clients' concerns and you overcome the basic objections, you're not going to see the sale come to fruition. If somebody wants to put an offer and you don't know how to explain the purchase contract, who pays for closing costs? What are closing costs? Where's the down payment coming from? Who's the lender? How much money are you borrowing? What is your first loan amount? What is your interest rate? If you cannot explain that to the client is not going to be comfortable enough to sign it. So for those of you that are struggling to make a sale, work on your presentation, work on your buyer presentation, work on your listing presentation. If you're in life insurance, make sure that your presentation is dead on. Make sure that you practice it with your spouse, with a coworker. Practice your tonality in your bathroom mirror. Practice, practice, practice. A lot of you want to show up to the day of the performance and practice on the client. And that's exactly what this lady did. She practiced on not one, not two, but three potential clients that were going to buy her this all-inclusive package, and she ended up getting 0 transactions because her presentation was poor. She did not know how to overcome objections. She got defensive, and she just couldn't handle it. So again, if you can't take the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. Sales is not for everybody. People think that you have to lie in order to sell. I don't have to lie to somebody to sell them a piece of real estate. I'm going to give you the benefits of owning a home. I'm going to give you the benefits of what you're going to reap versus continue to rent, and I'm going to let you decide. My job is not to sell real estate to everybody that moves. My job, like our business coach David Halpern would say, my job is to present to everybody that I come across and let them decide. So for you that are watching this video, that are struggling to put a deal together, to close an escrow, or get that buyer to commit to that offer, work on your buyer presentation, work on your listing presentation, work on your tonality. Don't speak too fast because you're going to sound like you're being chased. If you talk too fast, and I've had to work on this because I would always talk too fast. I've had to tone it down, believe it or not. So if you talk too fast, people are not going to be able to understand you, and they're going to be like, why is he or she talking so fast? It's kind of like those infomercials when you're buying something and you hear something on the radio and you hear this. Those disclaimers don't sound like them because people are going to run away from that. So take your time. Nobody's timing you. Obviously, you don't want to do a 4-hour listing presentation, but take your time. Explain the benefits of hiring you. Explain the benefits of doing business with you. Explain how you're going to solve their problems. And we get paid depending on the level of problems that we solve. We are problem solvers. So if you know how to solve people's problems, you will get paid accordingly. So hopefully this video was informative. Hopefully it was helpful, but I wanted to share what I witnessed yesterday. And I'm like, wow, this lady blew not one deal, not 2 deals, but 3 right in front of me, and potential referrals because her presentation was lousy, poor, unprofessional. If I was the person training her, she would not represent my company or my team. So again, work on your game so that you can be a professional. You want to get paid like a professional? We need to start acting like such. So bye, everybody.